So, students, now we are going to study further. Okay, so say this carefully. Ashoka, unique ruler. Okay, so what it is saying that Ashoka was a very unique ruler and was a very famous ruler of modern empire. Okay, and he was the first ruler who tried to send his message, who tried to take his message through the inscriptions. Okay, he got inscribed many inscriptions on the walls, on the rocks, on the pillars. ठीक है, and in the Prakrit language written in Brahmi script. All right, and Ashoka's war in Kaling. So it is saying that Ashoka fought Kaling war and even won the same. Okay, but after seeing the results of the war, he was very scared. ठीक है, he was deeply influenced by the results of war. Okay, that this war consists of only violence, and it was a bloodshed war. Okay, he won the war, but some of the things that really affected his mind, affected his heart, were that so many people died, lost their life in this war. Okay, see it carefully. See this. This is an inscription, Ashokan inscription related to Kaling war, and what it is trying to tell us that Ashoka is saying that he had won the war, but after winning the war, he saw that many people lost their life, many are injured, many are imprisoned, and Brahmin monks are injured or died or imprisoned without any reason. Okay, and many lost their relatives, their loved ones, and after that he decided that he will observe Dhamma forever. Okay, and he will teach the same to his sons and daughters. All right, Dhamma is a Prakrit word, and in Sanskrit it means dharam. Next pic, let's see. Our chapter is about to complete. So Ashokan Dhamma, what it used to say is that according to Ashoka Dhamma, that it do not involve worship of any god or any sacrifice. Okay, like Ashoka consider himself as a father, and his subjects as his children. Okay, his subjects as his children. Ashoka is a father and his subjects as children, and he considered its duty. He considered it as his duty to teach his subjects, to teach his children. Okay, what he used to teach? Buddha's teaching, as he was deeply influenced by the Buddhist monk after the war, the Buddha's teaching after the war. And there were some of the problems that are highlighted here, which were prevalent in the Ashoka's empire. Okay, the problems are like this, that people used to fight with each other, and the reason could be religion, and animal sacrifice was there, slaves and servants were badly treated, and people used to quarrel in their families as well as outside in the neighbors. So he thought that this problem could be solved by appointing Dhamma Muhammad, and these were the people who used to go from place to place, and they used to teach people the true meaning of Dhamma. All right, next page. So next, let's we proceed further. So see what it is saying, that Ashoka got his messages inscribed, his instructions inscribed on rocks and pillars, and asked his officials to help everyone to read it and to understand it. And he sent his messengers to go to faraway places to other countries to spread the message of Dhamma. Like these messengers visited Syria, Egypt, Greece. Okay, and he also did other social services like he got constructed roads, dug wells, got built rest houses, and arranged medical treatments for human beings and animals. So, finally, on the last page, there are some of the Ashoka's messages to his subjects. You can see these are very important ones. And what they are saying, that respect one's elders and also have some polite behavior, some respect for slaves and servants because they are also human beings, treat all creatures with compassion, give gifts to Brahmins and monks, and it is really bad, it is wrong to praise your own religion only and criticize other. Respect all the religions. Okay? So it is also saying in the last that if you are only praising your own religion and criticizing others, then it is also very bad. Okay, in this way you are harming your own religion only. So respect every religion. Thank you so much.